find, because I don't even know. I don't even know. This is Geneva of Geneva's Closet Talk Show. Please make sure you like and share this video and subscribe to Geneva's Closet if you haven't already done so right here on YouTube. And you can follow me on Facebook at Geneva's Closet, and you can email me at GenevasClosett22 at gmail.com. Now let's get into the news. This is a shame. I was already on here for like a good 10 minutes or so and didn't even realize that my volume wasn't on. I didn't see the comments and stuff. I have to make sure that I see stuff this time. Didn't see the comments and stuff. Didn't even know that my volume was on. But anyway, how's everybody doing? Happy December. It's December. It's almost the end of the year. It's almost the end of the year. It's pretty much the end of the year. So yeah, I'm here in good old Texas at my third daughter's house. Hey, how you doing? Look, the volume. It was the whole volume thing. It happens. It happens. It happens sometimes. But I'm here in good old Texas visiting my third daughter, my third child. You know, I got 4-piece. I got a 4-piece chicken. I'm here at the number 3 house. It's my first time being at her house in good old Texas, here at the child's house. And then my second oldest daughter that's been in Italy the whole time, she's back. She's back, people. She's back in the U.S. So her and my daughter, they left. They went out to go shopping or whatever. So I said, since I got the house to myself, I was going to come on here. Hey, everybody, how you doing? How are you feeling today? I hope you feel wonderful. I hope your holiday has been pleasant and great and stuff. I'm here for like the rest of the month. This is a long vacay. I've been here ever since November 21st. We been here in Texas, drove to Arkansas and stuff to visit my oldest daughter. So yeah, it's been a great time. I'll be here for practically the rest of the month. But anyway, people, I wanted to talk about this docuseries that 50 Cent did. Please excuse me. I'm sorry that I came on earlier. You couldn't hear me. I didn't even realize that my headphones were still on because I went and took a walk outside. I still had my headphones on, and it was connected to the other phone. So, no, it was connected to this phone. I didn't even realize it. But anyway, I wanted to talk about this docuseries, 4 or 5 part. I can't remember how many parts it was, but this reckoning thing. Now let's just get this out. A sister love a good documentary. I mean, I love a good docuseries because I love deep dives. I love to find out why something happened the way it happened, why they did that, where that comes from. I love it. So first of all, this whole thing with 50 Cent, I had heard, I'm just talking about from my perspective, I had heard that's the dryer. Give me a minute. I had heard that he was coming out with a documentary, with a docuseries. But, yeah, so I had heard he was coming out with a docuseries, but then I didn't know when he was coming out with it. And then all of a sudden, I feel like I just looked at the news or looked at the social media, and then they said he was coming out with a docuseries. And I was like, they didn't even promote it. Did they promote it? Had they already been talking about it? I feel like within a few days, next thing I know, it was out. So I'm like, okay, was it something where they almost wasn't going to put it out? Then I read something about a bidding war and then Netflix won. I don't know. Nevertheless, it came out, watched it, and I fairly enjoyed it from a deep dive perspective. You know, it gave me some information on why Diddy did the things that he did, where it came from, his mom and dad, his upbringing, the relationship that he had with his mother, the relationship that he had with his children's moms, and what happened with Misa and what's happened with the other one, and then even his sons, the thing, you know, and then how he got started in business and how he was dancing. Well, I already knew he was dancing first, but, you know, like all of this video footage and stuff that we never seen before, and why his head grew so big, and his relationship with women because he seen other people doing certain things, and then he started copying that same thing that he was doing. Now, they didn't say nothing about the baby oil. You know, I wanted to get a little deep dive in the baby oil on what is his obsession with the oil? See, I thought they was gonna say something about that. Even went and found 2 drawers, you know, then brought up old boy who helped him start Bad Boy done brought him in, and then some other people in that we hadn't even heard from. I mean, so I thought it was a fairly good docu-series from that standpoint. But to be perfectly honest with you, I was sitting there the whole time and my face, you know, in part of watching it and my face being like, interesting as far as Diddy, my face was really like this, like, nigga, who are you to be sitting up here talking about somebody? All the stuff that you done sat there and did? You did all the stuff you did it? I mean, it's not cool for anybody to be shot 9 times, but, you know. And for a lot of people, you know, this drive-by shootings, people be getting shot for no reason. But 50 Cent has been a bully and been picking on people since day one. I mean, like, that's why the whole shot 9 times thing really happened in the year 2000, because it's been picking on people since day one. Now, let me just put this out there. I have never, I repeat, Geneva has never been a fan of 50 Cent. I just never have been, because I was a huge fan of Ja Rule and all his songs and the stuff that he was doing. So by the time 50 Cent came out with, let me take you to the candy shop, I'm going to take you to the barber shop, now I'm putting him in the kisses shop. I was like, whoa. I thought you was just talking about Ja Rule, talking about he making these candy pop songs with these women in it. And then you turn around and do the exact same thing. Didn't like him from the very beginning. You know, he just bullying people. Before troll was even a huge word like it is now, or bullying, that's exactly what he was back in the day. So I have just never been a fan of his. But I'm sitting up here like, man, all the stuff that you done to people. Now, let the record show. I have been researching 50 Cent for years. The information has just been sitting in my phone. I keep talking about I'm going to make a documentary on him. I'm going to do my own thing on him. Then for whatever reason, I'll be like, you know what? I'm not going to do it. You know what? I'm not going to do it. It's negative. I don't want to be negative. I don't feel like putting it together. Man, Geneva, that's a lot of research. Forget it. Then I keep getting the feeling, something keeps telling me that, Geneva, you put it out. And then I'm like, no, what am I doing that for? All of these YouTubers, all of these content creators, I know they gonna put it out there. They gonna make a document. They gonna put something. And when they put it out there, I'm gonna sit back and watch it. But something keeps saying, no, Geneva, you put it out. Because yes, they can do it and put the best editing, best transitions and colors of the video, but you research the way you research. And not to say other people don't research, but they might not research or look for the things that you may be sitting, you know, because everybody mind is different. We all handle things differently. So, So I decided 2 days ago, I said, you know what? I am going to put this out. And because we got to put this out, because you sitting up here, you know, going to find 50 Cent sitting up here going to find people to talk about the 50 Cent thing. Now, I mean, the Diddy thing. Now let me say this. Diddy has done some horrible things. Atrocious. The man got some mental issues. It is some things going on with Diddy. 10 million%. 10 million% that there's some things going on with Diddy. But, and I can respect the docuseries if Diddy was, if 50 Cent was putting it out because he was like, this is horrible. This man is nasty. He done did some bad things. He done set people up to get killed. Do the people know this? Let me put some stuff together to break it down, but that's not what this is for. This ain't got nothing to do with this. This is because you mad at them. Just like for every other reason that you pick on everybody else. I don't know if people aren't moving the way that you want them to move. They didn't say the things that you wanted them to say. So then the next thing you know, you start picking on people. This whole thing with you and Diddy, this go back to the early 2000s. What was it? Something about a BET award and a BET award, and he didn't speak to you or you didn't speak to him. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think 50 Cent came out with Wanksta in 2002, and based on my research, I can't remember if it was 2002 or 2003 when 50 Cent did a diss in a song about Diddy, talking about the Diddy be dancing around in the songs. So So then that was one. And then come to find out, I guess Diddy didn't give you Mace. So you wanted Mace in 2005 and Diddy didn't give you Mace. So I'm assuming you mad because of that too. And maybe that's what a Little Kim thing is coming from. You bothering and trolling Little Kim because what you did a song with Little Kim back in what, 2003? So you came out with Wankster 2002. I think 2003 you did a song with Little Kim. By 2005 you're talking about Little Kim. Now you're trolling Little Kim. So does that have anything to do with the Diddy thing, with the Mace thing, or do the Little Kim thing have anything to do with her ex-boyfriend that in 2014 got them got that life sentence, Damian World Hardy? Does that have anything to do with it? Because we're gonna have to get into who is Damian World Hardy. Does that have anything to do with it? I mean, like this thing with you and Diddy go way back. So by the time you're sitting up here upset with Diddy for messing with Daphne Joy, and then you go on your social media because you know you got a lot of people on your social media and you thrive off of attention because you need for us to clap and laugh for you like you some little 3-year-old kid. Like, look at me, mom, I'm on the swing. Woo! Look at me slide. And you need us to clap and you can say, good job, 50. Good job. You did good trolling them, 50. Good job, 50. You better not pick with 50 because if you mess with 50, 50 gonna get you. Fuck that nigga. Don't nobody care about what he talking about, but you better not mess with. So now by the time Diddy's sitting up here messing with Daphne Joy, you get mad, go on your social media, say these bitches is crazy. Daphne Joy about sick of it. She go on there and say, can you please just leave me alone like I am your child's mother? Then you want to go on there and start saying other things about her as if she's a whore. You chose her. That's your whore baby mama. What do you want us to do? I mean, what, because she was a sex worker or she was whatever prior to? You chose her. So now because you mad at her because she's not listening to you, because she's doing what she wants to do, now all of a sudden you want to come on social media and try to make it seem like she's a whore. She's a sex worker. She's a whatever she is, and you want us to be. We already know, because Lil Rod put it in his court papers already. Before you said anything about it, he had already mentioned it. And it's funny that you didn't even mention that in your docuseries. I thought you was going to say something about Daphne Joy. You got something to say about everybody else. Why didn't you put your baby mama in there? Why you put her in there? But let the record show that Shanika or Shaniqua, I can't even remember, 50 Cent's black baby mama, the very first one, she came out this year, if I'm not mistaken, this year or last year, and said that Diddy was not the only one that was sleeping with baby mama. She was talking about that you had slept with his baby mama too, and then you go and do the research and come to find out you had hired Misa Hilton to work as your fashion person or to style you or something like that. And so, and they're saying, because I don't even know, that you had slept with Misa. I don't know, but let the record also show that when I put this docu thing that I'm about to put together as far as this 50 Cent, and I got to figure out how I'm going to do this, everything that I put out is not even alleged. I don't even know why I would say allegedly when it's all articles that other people, so like if 50 Cent would feel a certain type of way about it, then you would have to sue TMZ, BET, the New York News, and all the other news people because they wrote it. I'm like a like I do my research like a book report, and I'm giving you a bibliography. I'm showing you where all of my receipts came from. Ain't nothing alleged unless they alleged it when they wrote it, but you have to get mad at them because they put it out there first and you didn't even say anything about it. But you sitting up there going to get people because you feel like there's so many people that's mad at Diddy, that feel a certain way about Diddy. I'm sure that there's an abundance of people that feel a certain way about you, 50 Cent. What about the game? G-Unit? What about the game? I'm pretty sure the game would have some things to say about you. What about Lloyd Banks? You call Lloyd Banks lazy. I mean, literally called this man lazy, and he's just probably an introvert. Probably just kind of want to be to himself. And then the time that you sat there and like damn near played him, his father had just passed away. You had no remorse for the fact that his father just passed away. What about Misa Hilton? I bet Misa, she say some stuff about it. What about Lil Kim? I bet Lil Kim would have some stories to say about you. What about Madonna? Because you sat there and trolled Madonna. What about Omari and Notori? Notori and Omari from Power worked for you, and you still sat there and trolled them. Like, who does that? What mature boss does that? He's supposed to be such a boss, such a good businessman. He just silly. He's silly and immature, and you can tell he didn't have no mom in his life. Oh, I think the poor baby. Poor baby. That his dad wasn't in his life and his mom got killed. But that is no reason for you to sit up there and act the way that you act, as old as you are. Who does that as a boss? Sit there and makes fun of Notori and puts a picture of her and some character talking about her forehead and her head. Like, who does that? Who puts a picture of Tank and... No, Tank, that was Notori. Tank and Omari, and then say something, calling them gay. Who does that? Goofy, silly, immature, all adjectives. That's who does that. I'm pretty sure Terry Crews would have something to say about you. I'm pretty sure. Terry Crews sitting up here talking about how he got sexually assaulted, and you sitting up there making fun of it like a silly. Just like a silly kid. Don't you know how you could say something and the kids, they just, and you just looking at them like, what you giggling for? I mean, like, what's so funny? Don't you know, like, you just older and then it's just silly people in the room. They just not as mature as you are. That's just goofy. How somebody sit up there talking about that he was sexually assaulted and you laughing about it like a big muscle-bound goofy. I'm pretty sure Mike would have some things to say about you. I'm pretty sure. Mike was devastated when his former bodyguard, Daryl Homicide Bomb, was killed and stuff, because that's the one that was supposedly had shot you 9 times. And then a few weeks later, he ended up being killed. Not saying that he was killed by 50, they saying he was killed by something. But the fact of the matter is that I'm pretty sure Mike Tyson would have some things to probably say about it. Even though you bought Mike Tyson's home in 2007. Did you buy, was it 2007 or something like that you bought? But anyway, I'm pretty sure he would, young buck, not Tony Yayo, because Tony Yayo don't seem like he want to say anything wrong. He don't want to get under your bad graces, baby Jesus. They treat you like you baby Jesus. They treat 50 Cent like he baby. Like I said, you sure better not say nothing bad about 50. You sure he's not baby Jesus. I'm pretty sure Murder Inc. Ja Rule will have some things to say about you. And Tiara Marie, is that her name? Tiara Marie? Oh, that situation is horrible. How, you know what that situation reminds me of? You remember Tiara Marie that had made that song, Sponsor, with Soulja Boy, and then she was on Love and Hip Hop, and then something about, because I got to do my further research on this. So 50 Cent posted some pictures of her. I don't know if they were porn pictures or naked pictures or something, and he posted it to his page. She sues him, and I guess the guy who gave him the pictures, and then her case is thrown out, like she loses her case or whatever. And then this man has the audacity, the nerve to then sue her back. But the reason why I don't understand that, because to me that almost sounds like the Milagro-Grams and the Megan Thee Stallion situation. Megan Thee Stallion said that Milagro-Grams posted this picture or this video or whatever, and that Milagro shouldn't have did that because she had a following and you knew that your following was going to share it or look at it or whatever, and then that's why Megan Thee Stallion won. If I'm not mistaken, she won that part. Well, that's the same thing that happened between 50 Cent. So did Megan win that part because the rich and the famous wins that part, and then the other person loses? But then when 50 Cent did it, the rich and the famous won that part, like he won his part, and then her, who had it done to her, she lost it. And then being vindictive as he is, he then turns around and then sues her as if she did something wrong, because then I guess the court calls, and then you like, well, where my court calls, my money, and then now interest is on it, and then I want my money. I mean, I'm pretty sure Tatted Holly Cause Tatted Holly, that girl, she said you're a woman beater. That's what she said. She said you're a woman beater. And Daphne Joy Ben, was it about 2012, 2013? She said you beat her. And that's not allegedly, because you lost that case and you end up getting probation and you had to pay her $30,000. Why we not talking about that, 50 Cent? Why we not talking about your first baby mama? She said, you're a beater. She said you beat her. And what about when that whole setting the house on fire? Because you wanted her to get out the house? Remember? You wanted her and your son to get out the house, and she wouldn't get out the house. Now, according to her, this was back in 2008. She said right before, because she said that 50 Cent found out she was cheating. She said, yeah, I was cheating because he was cheating on me too. And which it had to be, because this is like 2008. He dated Vivica in what, 2003? So you're totally dating other people. But nevertheless, he wanted her to get out the house. He come over there. They get into this huge fight or whatever. A few days later, about 5 o'clock a.m., her son, 50 Cent's son, and 4 other people are in the house. Next thing you know, huge fire. Home catches on fire. Neighbors say it was a bad fire. Fumes was shooting out the house. They ain't never seen fumes so big ever. Everyone gets rescued out the house, but if I'm not mistaken, Shaniqua, whatever name, and Marquise, if I'm not saying that mistaken, they had to go to the hospital. They had to go because now, of course, everybody say, even the police said, that's suspicious. Everyone said that's suspicious, even to the point that the judge said, you not finna try to sell this house or do anything with the property or anything with the insurance until we figure out about this case. Because this is pretty suspicious that all of this stuff was going on with you and her. You wanted her out the house. Now, all of a sudden, 5 o'clock in the morning, this house catches on fire, and now she's assed out, and she don't got no house. And then as far as the charges, the investigate, he got let off, he didn't, because you got good attorneys. They be like, well, he didn't do nothing. There's no proof that he set fire to the house. And which it was no proof that he set fire to the house. And I don't know if they said he was somewhere else. Matter of fact, he was making a video or making a song or whatever when the house got caught on fire. But my whole thing is somebody was trying to kill her and the son. That's what that sound like to me. That sound like some evil stuff. You was trying to kill her, the son, and the other 4 people in the house. So I'm pretty sure her, your son, and them other 4 people got some stuff to say about you, 50 Cent. While you sitting up there and Cuban down. I'm pretty sure Cuban Dow got some stuff to say about you too. I'm pretty sure, and I'm pretty sure that record label got some stuff to say about you too. I'm pretty sure there's a shitload of people, 50 Cent, they would love to make a good old docuseries about you. Document. But you know who look like they don't really got nothing bad to say about you? What is her name? Chelsea? The comedian Chelsea? When you look her up, she just got nothing. This is 50 Cent, and he's just a sweetheart, and he was just, I don't know what that was about. I feel like something else was going on with that. Something else was going on. I just can't quite put my finger on it. But out of everybody, she seems to be about the only, he's just a lovable man. Don't you kind of feel like 50 Cent is like it's like a black-white face or something? Like they would say that he's an industry plant. But there's something going on with him now. This is something going on. Something going on with him. And then that whole book that he came out with. My opinion, I don't never even think 50 Cent really for real wanted to be a rapper. I personally don't think he know how to rap. Like I said, but I've never been a fan. I really don't think he wanted to be a rapper. I think that he just tried to do something so he could get out of the situation that he was in. Because, like I said, to me, it don't even sound like he know how to rap. And then when he got in the rap game, it was almost like he was copying other other people's styles, like you damn near copied Ja Rule's style. I mean, so what was your style? Like you didn't really have a style. And then he was only out for like a minute and he was already writing books. I mean, I think that book Playground came out in 2011. And Playground was not like an autobiography, biography. He was talking about his life. That was a book that was supposed to be for like kids or something, where he was talking about a boy. Get this. He was talking about a boy who mama was a lesbian, who father taught him how to be rough, who, I don't know if he was a little big, but he was being bullied and he would do things to people. I don't know, his father, something about a girl. This is weird. This is like a weird type of book. Like, oh, okay, so you're a hardcore rapper, but you writing children's books. In 2011, like your career just damn near just started. And these are the type of books you were. And then before you know it, the nigga was already acting. He was already acting, get rich or die trying, that he didn't have nobody else played that role. He wanted to play that role. And don't you remember that movie that he did where he lost all that weight? Looked like he had cancer. You remember when he lost all that weight? I mean, now those are usually seasoned actors that feel like that they need to really do all of this stuff for the role. Look, are you supposed to be a hardcore rapper? Remember, you done sat up here and trolled everybody, messed up a whole Ja Rule whole. Even though I know the situation with him and Ja Rule go back to the 90s. If 99, 90 something, go back to the 90s. I mean, I get that. But my whole point of bringing this, I forgot what my whole point was. But yeah, yes. We're going to do this whole thing. And then I found that interesting because I didn't even know that there was a connection between him and Mike Tyson and Mike Tyson's bodyguard when Daryl Homicide Bomb was killed, because they said that he is the one who shot 50 Cent 9 times because Supreme told him to, because Supreme was friends or whatever with Murder Inc. And then they were getting irritated because 50 Cent kept messing with Ja Rule, and Ja Rule was supposed to be the money maker. So then Supreme said that he put the hit on 50 Cent. And then supposedly Daryl Homicide Bomb went and killed him. Mike Tyson was devastated when this happened. And then I think it was another guy, Dwayne Thor, said that then Mike Tyson put a $50,000 hit out on the killers of his bodyguard, and he was so devastated that he had a fight, that he dedicated his fight to his bodyguard. And I was just like, and then the whole Damien guy, who I don't even, like I said, I got to finish doing the research to further figure out how this whole thing. But anyway, yeah, where's his documentary at? I mean, I want to see that whole documentary. And then, matter of fact, what about Shayna Chin? I'm pretty sure Shayna Chin and Vasti Ortiz would have a whole lot to say. They would have a whole lot to say about Dwayne McKenzie, which is the one who they're saying, or a lot of people are saying, or some people said it's the one who burnt down your baby mama house. It's the one that sat up there and pistol whipped Shayna and Vasti, and Shayna actually won her lawsuit. I think she won like $30,000 in damages or whatever against 50 Cent's supposed bodyguard. Now, I wonder, is this the same people? When I watched an interview with The Game, where The Game said that 50 Cent had like the military people working for him. I don't know if that's supposed to be military security or whatever, but nigga, I don't know if I can really sit there and believe everything that you put in this docuseries, because you're being mean. I don't know if you trying to really give me honesty, or if that's something that just went out there because you irritated and you want to put all of this stuff in there. I'm even trying to figure out, how did you even get access to to Diddy's video footage? Like, how did you even get access to that video footage? What did you do? So there was a person that was filming that, and I'm pretty sure Diddy paid him. So how did you get access to that? Was that on some schemy stuff? Now, what did Diddy's... Wait a minute. 50 Cent... Diddy's mom... Right, because Diddy mom said something. I just had it on my damn phone, and then I can't find it. Diddy mom said Diddy's mom, Janice, eviscerates 50 Cent's Netflix documentary. It said it's already raising a lot of heads, and she said, I am writing this statement to correct some of the lies presented in the Netflix. Sean Combs, The Reckoning. Now, I don't know if I believe the mama 100, but this is what the mother had to say. This is what Diddy's mom. Released on December 2nd, 2025, Janice Combs reportedly stated, these inaccuracies regarding my son Sean's upbringing and family life is intentionally done to mislead viewers and further harm our reputation. In the documentary, I am portrayed as an abusive parent. This is untrue. I raised Sean with love and hard work, not abuse. Janice Combs also denied the claims in 50 Cent's Diddy doc that the mother and son have a strained relationship. Elsewhere in the statement, the bad boy mogul is referenced as a dutiful son. In addition, the matriarch requested that these distortions, falsehoods, and misleading statements be publicly retracted. The allegations stated by Mr. Kirk Burroughs, whatever, that my son slapped me while we were conversing after the tragic City College events on December 28, 1991, are inaccurate and patiently or something false, she stated. That was a very sad day for all of us. For him to use this tragedy and incorporate fake narratives to further his prior failed and current attempt to gain what was never his bad boy records is wrong, outrageous, and past offensive. Now, wait a minute. Now, who said this? Netflix and 50 Cent pushed back against these accusations. Diddy efforts to discredit this. These are claims being made about Sean Combs' The Reckoning are false. The streaming giant stated the project has no ties to any past conversations between Sean Combs and Netflix. The footage of Combs leading up to his indictment and arrest were legally obtained. They said legally. This is not a hit piece or an act of retribution. Curtis Jackson is an executive producer that does not have creative control. Right, because I'm like, you sitting up there, that's what it was. When that whole Kid Cudi thing, talking about how 50 Cent went over there with a gun or whatever to Kid Cudi's house and was like, get her. And I'm sitting up there like, but you tried to burn down, allegedly, burn down your baby mama's house. Yeah. My whole thing is, I think that something is wrong with 50 Cent. I think that he's not too far from, I mean, if he wasn't 50 Cent, he probably would have, if he haven't already did it, killed some people, murdered some people, definitely beat people. I mean, it was interesting when you've either met someone like this or if you've been in relationships like this. It's almost like Ike off of, Ike and Tina Turner. She said that he like crazy that he would like be beating on her, and then the next thing she know, he like crying. Like, is it like laying in her lap crying? Is it that type of loop-de-loo? Is it that type of, because of the mom whole situation? And then when he describes his mom, you can tell that something is wrong with him. So your mom was a lesbian, and you said that you loved your mom. I mean, loved your mom. She taught you, But then again, you come out being extremely homophobic. And then it's one thing for a man to be like, look, don't bring that gay stuff around me. Don't bring it around me. That's not my thing. But it's another thing to be like, you should kill yourself, or my friend gonna go shoot up a gay wedding. I mean, like, that's just being just mean, just evil, just like, ooh. Okay. Now, you don't have to like it. And you can even say, don't bring it around me. But why are you being so evil and mean with it, especially if your mother was a lesbian? You think you would be better able to handle it, but I think that confusion and stuff is still in you. And sexually, it may be there too. It might be something going on. Vivica did say it. Viv did say, don't quote me on this, but she said it in a way around about that his sexual orientation is a little, and something interesting about it. This is a little off a little bit in so many words is what she said. And I can believe that. I think something is wrong with him. And then even the way that he said that he loved his mom, seen her with women as a child, which makes sense. It's that same thing that how it was confusing for R. Kelly as a child. And then this is what it produced. 50 Cent. Your mom is a lesbian, but you don't fully know this as a child. You see her with women, can't quite put your finger on it. Your grandmother is telling you, yeah, pay attention to how they kissing. Pay attention to that. It's just the way that she's gossiping almost, the way that she's telling you this. It's not a loving whatever type of conversation. Don't really know how to put your finger on the love that you have for your mom because she's so hardcore, because she's a butch with it. And then she's like, like you are trying to interpret it as an adult as, my mom, because of the neighborhood that we were staying in, she was trying to teach me how to be hard and how to be prepared. Look, you can sit up there and rose it up and wrap it up with pink roses and butterflies if you want to, but the fact of the matter is that it did something to his mind, did something to your man, and you didn't quite understand it, why she was so mean to you, and you crying as a child, and she like, you better get your ass up off that floor. You just couldn't quite put your finger on it, and then she gets killed. And now you forced to go stay with your grandmother and your grandfather and all of these people in the house. And you talking about that you were selling drugs or something by the age of 12 or 15. I think he said 12. I know, because it was like a super early age. And I was like 12. It was like a super early age. And didn't you say your mom got killed when you was like 9 or 10 or something? It was extremely early, extreme. And I think all of that, you want to talk about some manifestations for your ass. I think that has all manifested into what he is today. Now, you can have money if you want to. So just because he was good with making money, that don't mean he's good as a person. He just was good at business. He was good at knowing how to troll people and how to irritate people and how to get in front of people's face. That all of that eventually led to you getting in front of the right people and getting a music contract and all of those fabulous and wonderful things happen. But just because that happened, that don't make you a good person. And like I said, us sitting up here as adults, because it's not children, it's not the 8 and the 9 and the 10 and the 16-year-olds. No, it's grown people sitting up there on social media, damn near applauding and laughing at what he do. He don't need to be applauded because he's a little loop-de-loo. Something is wrong with him. And like I said, if he was not 50 Cent and he was not, and if he has not already did it, yeah, he would like be in jail right now. Like he would have done killed somebody or beat the whatever out of somebody or been, what is that called? An accessory to conspiracy. It would have totally be something. He's sitting up here talking about Diddy. You're not far from Diddy. Diddy's stuff is sex. I think your stuff is sex too. Just because it's not packaged just like Diddy, just because it's not packaged just like R. Kelly, you think you different. He thinks he's different. This nigga think he different because the story is slightly different, but it's almost the same thing. It's pretty much the same thing. You don't got to be a genius to see that. And that's why I'm going to help to break it down. And I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do it because I love to show my receipts, but it's just a little bit too many receipts to be showing. So I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do this, where I'm going to put the receipts at. But yeah, we need to talk about this. And then I can be done. I can be done. I can release this out of my system and delete it from my phone. But yeah, it was a cute little docu-series, but considering the fact it came out as quickly as it came out, and I don't feel like it had any promotion, and I'm not quite sure why they handled it like that. And it's coming from 50 Cent, so I didn't even quite know of all the fact. Like, did he slap his mama? I know that I heard, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if Gene Deal said he slapped. I was surprised Gene Deal. Now, did Gene Deal talk? Because I know Gene Deal did a video talking about Misa, because I know Misa Hilton came out and she said some stuff about, because I think Gene Deal was still talking about how Diddy is not Justin's father and whatever. And Misa came out saying that ever since that documentary came out, her and her son have been being bullied. I mean, listening to Lil Rod, what Lil Rod had to say about how Diddy and his son went inside that room and then heard them gunshots, and then they came out that room all nonchalant about stuff. And then we looking at Justin and how he's smoking in and patting the daddy and smoking and doing all the whatever. And you know, being around that, it looked like he could have influenced his son. Matter of fact, let me just say this. What is the son name that looked just like Diddy? I can't remember the son name that looked just like Diddy. Well, for whatever reason, I didn't even realize. I hadn't realized that I was following him on Snapchat. So one day, and this was not too long ago, it had been probably about a month ago. I had went on the Snapchat, I was looking at everybody's Snapchat. So I just happened to go on his Snapchat. And when I went on his Snapchat, I said, Lord, Diddy done made another him. Because first of all, I don't even know if you seen that particular son's girlfriend with the fake body. Oh, yeah, she got one of them fake industry bodies. To be so young, poor little Tinta Canina, she didn't even let her body mature. Just on this song, bro, just give it some time, mama, give it some time. But she done went and got them hips. You know, the hips is just made like, the hips is just, it's not a little, it's just a waist and a hip. So she got them fake little baby hips. And, Diddy's son was laying on the couch while the girlfriend was like, he laying on the couch and the girlfriend, and he like, oh yeah. And I was like, he too young for that. You too young for all of that. What is, yeah, come on, baby. Oh, come. It reminded me of Next Friday. Don't you remember when Ice Cube was laying on the couch and then the light-skinned girl, when he was having visions of the light-skinned girl who stayed across the way? That's what that reminded. I was like, oh, you your father's clone. You your daddy's clone. Is you snorting the pink stuff. Snorting the pink stuff, messing with all of them girls. I mean, like I said, Diddy did wrong. Diddy did it. Diddy did it. But I would much rather hear from anyone else than 50 Cent. And the bigger picture is that what 50 Cent don't realize is that while he's sitting up here doing all that, feeling good in the background, thinking he's the shiznit, thinking that that all of them Caucasianies is his friend. Nigga, they don't give a damn about you unless you're making the money, the dinero. That's what the industry is all about. That's what it's all about. I don't know if they're telling 50 the same thing that, what is his name? What is his name? I don't know if they telling, oh my God. I don't know if they're telling, who did Shannon Sharp just have his interview with? I forgot. He just had his interview with, oh boy, dog it, I forgot. But anyway, when he had said on the thing that you got to be careful because everybody gonna call you T-Pain. That's what it is, T-Pain. When T-Pain said on his interview with Shannon Sharp that you got to be careful because everybody go around calling you my boy, you my boy, you my boy, you my boy. You only they boy when they need you for something. If they don't need you for nothing, you'll see how quickly they will disappear. And they never there for you. They don't care about what you talking about. Nothing about that. I don't know if behind the scenes these Caucasians is telling 50 Cent, you my boy, and he feeling good about himself. Only when you giving them money. When you're not giving them the money, you're next. They're going to come for you next. You're no different. Be careful. Karma sneaks up on you just like that. You sitting up there doing all of that with that, with that little grin and stuff on your face doing these interviews. I can barely understand what you're talking about. Don't even understand what you're talking about. Never understood what you were talking about. I think something is like a little mentally wrong with you and you sitting up here feeling yourself because you think they're your friends. They're your friends. Just like a child to think that, oh, boo-boo. They like you. I'm pretty sure a lot of these people thought they liked them until this stuff happened to them. So you don't think you next? You don't think you just do one thing they don't like? Just do something. Anyway, people. Stay tuned for sometime this week. It's coming sometime this week. So please make sure you like and share this video. And subscribe to Geneva's Closet if you haven't already done so right here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you're watching me at. And you can follow me. And you can email me at GenevasClosett22@gmail.com. We're going to get into it. And we're going to get into it Geneva's way. And I'm going to take my time with this video. Just like how he took his time. And he gave us 4 parts. Because he felt like we needed to have 4 parts of it. And is he going to extend it? Are you going to tell us about the baby oil? We want to know about the baby oil. You going to tell us everything else? Why he like baby oil? Y'all didn't do that research? That's all they was talking about during the trial was the goddamn baby oil. But you didn't do the research on the baby oil. Let us know why he liked baby oil. Do your job, 50. Do a little bit better of a job. I want to know about the baby oil. Anyway, people, I'm about to get up off of here. I am. Because I'm about to enjoy my little time to myself. I've been working hard on this research, trying to put it in chronological order. So when I give it to you, I'm able to tell you a story. I want to give it to you like a story. I want it to make sense to you like I need it to make sense to me. And when I have it all put together, which will be very soon, I'm gonna give it to you. And either I'm gonna show you all of my receipts on here, or I'll put it all on Facebook or something. I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to show the information or show you where I got my receipts from. It's funny because I was talking to my daughters about it, and one of my daughters was like, "Mom, don't worry about it. You don't even gotta show the receipts. Just do the video like a podcast. Just tell them." And I was like, yeah, I can do it like that. Then the other daughter was like, I like to see the receipts. And I'm kind of like, I like to see the receipts too. Just because if you don't show the proof and then you put the stuff together and then you walk away from it, people be like, okay, but how do you know that? How do you know that? You know, because you showed them didn't show them anything. At least if you show something, even though people will still walk away and be like, yeah, okay. But still, how do we know that? But at least I feel like I would have done some bits of a due diligence by at least trying to put something out there, you know, to show where I got my information from. But I hope that you liked my synopsis, my opinion of the reckoning, this whole Diddy thing. And yeah, so what did y'all like about it? Yes, you should do it, Geneva. Your research is stellar. Oh, thank you, Sammy. I appreciate it. If you didn't work for the money, it ain't yours. I'm not sure why people feel so damn entitled to other people's stuff. True that. She just says that. So I said, it's not baby oil. And then they said they had put some drugs in the baby oil. They were serious about to put the drugs in the baby oil. Oh, Angela Davis said, we can see and hear you this great Sunday. Oh, I'm so happy about that because I was sitting up here having a whole conversation. Y'all ain't heard nothing. Good afternoon from Lawton, America. Hope you are having a blessed and prosperous day. I sure am. I woke up today feeling good. The weather's good. Ever since I've been out here in Texas since the 21st, it's been cloudy and stuff for the past 2 days. Yesterday and today it's been sunny out, but just to keep it real, I am a fan of cloudiness and rain. I can live off of some cloudiness and rain, but won't he do it for the sun? It just means that I wasn't freezing and stuff when I went out there and took my walk today. So I'm very, extremely appreciative of that. If you didn't work for it, no, I read that already. Yes. But anyway, thank you everybody for joining me today. Stay tuned. If you haven't hit the notification button, make sure you do that. You probably got to unnotified, then go back and notify just to make sure that you notify. But yeah, we're going to come back with this, and hopefully I think that I'm probably most likely probably will go live when I do this and stuff. But anyway, people, enjoy your day, enjoy your week, and I will talk to you later. Oh, again, please make sure you like and share this video again, and subscribe to Geneva's Closet. Look at that Christmas tree. Oh, look at Siandas. Get medicine that. The kids did that. Not the kids, they did that. I might eat one of them candy canes. Oh, no, ain't nothing wrong with a little candy cane. Like and share this video and subscribe to Geneva's Closet if you haven't already done so. And you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the things at what? Geneva's Closet. And you can email me at GenevasClosett with 2 T's 22 at gmail.com. You all have a fabulous day, people, and I will talk to you later. Mwah! Bye. See you later.